SISU Road to Revenge is directed by Jalmari Hollander, starring Jorma Tomila and Stephen Lang. And it also has a lot of other actors who are just body bags to blow up. This movie was, I would say, partly boring and partly hilarious. I don't know if they were trying to go hilarious, but it definitely did felt like, I don't know, it was funny. There was a couple sitting on the left of me. They were laughing their asses off throughout the movie, and there was this very serious guy on the right of me. He was not laughing, but he definitely did laugh at some times when some of the stunts were extremely outlandish and completely hilarious. I don't know if the director was going for something like that, because the movie doesn't show it that way. It shows like it's a very serious movie. Oh my god, so much badassery happening. There is one scene where the protagonist's back is all ripped in shreds and he's just walking around doing his thing. It's not like his ripped out skin in the back is gonna bleed out him to death. No, it's all fixed. It's all cool. And yeah, he walks on the glass, he lets himself get stabbed again, and he does all this other stuff that just feels like lame and boring. There was this one chase scene, and I was really hoping that they do something really outlandish, really creative to show some kind of action that we have never seen before. And they had opportunities to do that. There are some couple of guys riding motorcycles, and this protagonist is driving his truck. Apparently, there are nothing but just some logs of wood in the truck, and I'll be honest, I missed the first 10-15 minutes of the film. And I'm pretty sure that 10-15 minutes had they may have shown something. Why is those logs of wood so important? But from the end of the movie, what I got is that he's building a house somewhere and he's using those logs of wood to build a house. So I'm pretty sure that's what he was doing. But really, you can buy the logs of wood from, where you are going. He's going somewhere, Finland maybe. So you can buy logs of wood from there. Why do you have to carry it? But maybe there is something that they showed in the first 10 minutes that maybe those pieces of wood are important to him. But apart from whatever that is, everything else was just boring. Like, as I said, like that chase scene where a couple of guys in motorcycle is chasing Sisu, who is carrying logs of wood in a truck. And they had so much opportunities to do something creative, but they did not. All they did was show one thing happen, another thing happen, one guy take one guy out, another guy take another guy out, and guys are just getting blown into bits. And that's awesome. It felt like the director at this time had money to do really cool visual effects. And he just thought that maybe really cool visual effects showing bodies flying around, skins getting ripped, and so much badassery of using VFX to show all this is going to sell the movie. It did not. Honestly, it's never been a case where I feel sleepy in an action movie. And this was the only time when I was actually feeling sleepy. In the chase scene, I was thinking about this one movie, Terminator 3, in that, there is a crane that gets, Arnold does something to the crane and the crane's hook kind of gets stuck in a manhole and the whole crane kind of lifts up because of that. I was thinking about that, like, do something crazy, do something awesome, but it doesn't do something awesome in that chase scene. And I was just bored. I was yawning. I was taking a nap, not gonna lie. There is one scene where he presses on the brakes so hard that the logs of wood kind of flies over him and lands in front of his truck, creating a ramp, and this airplane is coming to crash into the truck, bounces off of that ramp, and then flies off and crashes into a field. I'm like, I know you're trying to do something really crazy, really awesome looking, but it just came off really funny. And there are so many scenes that are really funny, could have been awesome, but they just feel so lame and it's just boring. There is one scene where it's a big rocket a bomb, a rocket bomb, and he is apparently the rocket bomb doesn't need anything else other than, I don't know, Sisu to ignite it, to start it. It's a big rocket, and the antagonists they are on a train, and Sisu is on one coach, and antagonist is on the front coach, and antagonist unhooks the things that hold the coaches together. He unhooks them and lets Sisu stay back, and he goes ahead. And now the only way of Sisu to get back is to ignite the rocket, the big missile, and go all the way to the front. And that's what he does. He starts the missile, and the missile is like, strapped to the coach. So the missile kind of takes the coach with it, and really rams into the coach that antagonist is in, few miles down the tracks. And I was like, what is this Acme Roadrunner scene is what I'm seeing. Like, it was so funny. And it was also lame. It was funny and lame. It was lame because I was hoping that once that rocket, once that rocket hits that front coach where the antagonist is, Sisu is going to jump out, and he's going to let this destruction happen. The rocket is going to blow up. None of that happens. What happens is Sisu is on the coach, the rocket is next to him, and it is pushing his coach through the tracks, and then the rocket slams into the antagonist's coach, and Sifu jumps through a couple of coaches all the way into the front where the antagonist actually is, and then starts fighting. I'm like, I'm like, what the shit? And then after fighting, the rocket turns off, and then it turns back on. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it turns back on, and it goes through Stephen Lang, the antagonist's face, like that. Like you see it go through his face. And that's when the protagonist jump off to the coach behind it and kind of pushes himself away from it, and then the bomb explodes. And yeah, we see a really cool explosion. But it was a stupid movie, you guys. Like, it was really dumb. In the end, we see him carry all those logs of wood that he was saving. We see him on a border with the train tracks, and he's like manually pushing those logs of wood on a train track towards the Finnish border. And then he gives his passport or his army badge to the guys who are like, there are two border patrols, and they are like really scared to look at, oh my god, who is this guy, oh my god, oh, I'm Sifu, oh, I'm the badass. And like, they show him literally manually push those things, those logs of wood. It was so lame. It was a very lame and boring movie. I totally do not recommend anybody watching this. Come up with something creative. If you are getting an opportunity, if you're getting so much money to make something, come with something creative. We are done watching all this lame ass action movies. Okay, we know your Sisu is so strong and so oh my god, so powerful, so badass. He doesn't feel any pain. But it looks lame, you guys. It was a lame movie. I don't want to see any Sisu movie, but I really hope that if they do, they at least hire a different writer, especially for the stunts, because the stunts and the action just didn't sell me at all. It was boring, made me sleepy. So yeah, that's the review for the movie, and yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.